चिंतित भी है, भयभीत भी है और आशंकित भी है।
Union Home Minister Amit Shah and West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee have sounded the poll bugle for the assembly polls. Amit Shah charged at Mamata over the issue of infiltration, corruption, violence and misgovernance. Mamata Banerjee launched a fierce counter-offensive over SIR and the spate of terror attacks in the country.
एक ऐसी मजबूत राष्ट्रीय ग्रिड बनाएंगे जो बंगाल से घुसपैठ को समाप्त कर देंगी। इंसान छोड़ दीजिए, परिंदा भी पैर नहीं मार पाए, इस प्रकार की एक मजबूत ग्रिड की रचना हम करेंगे और न केवल घुसपैठ रोकेंगे, सारे घुसपैठियों को चुन चुन कर भारत के बाहर निकालने का काम भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी की बंगाल सरकार करेगी।
मिथ्ये कथा बांग्लाয় শুধু অনুপ্রবেশকারী, কাশ্মীরে নাকি নেই। তাই যদি সত্যি হয় বন্ধু, একটা কথার উত্তর চাই, পহেলগাঁও তাহলে কি আপনারা করলেন?
While Amit Shah claimed a 2025 win in West Bengal for BJP with two-third majority, Mamata Banerjee reminded voters of how Shah and BJP's claim have been proven wrong in past. Mamata Banerjee has called SIR a scam, accusing Election Commission and BJP of trying to delete 1.5 crore voters in Bengal. Shah said Mamata was sour because she knew TMC and her time to rule Bengal was over.
ममता जी के पास से और कोई अपेक्षा रख नहीं सकते। उनके खिलाफ जजमेंट आएगा तो जुडिशियरी बीजेपी की है, इलेक्शन कमीशन घुसपैठिया हटाएगा, एसआईआर लाएगा तो इलेक्शन कमीशन बीजेपी का है। वो हारने के बाद शायद ऐसा कही कि मेरे कार्यकर्ता ही बीजेपी में चले गए।
আরে বার করছে এসআইআর, এত মানুষের মৃত্যু, এখনো পর্যন্ত 58 থেকে 60 জন মানুষ মারা গেছে। বাংলায় নাকি 1.5 কোটি লোকের নাম বাদ যাবে কেন? যারা সারা জীবন বাংলায় থেকেছে।
And while Shah accused Mamata of putting Bengal's existence in threat, eroding the very culture of state, Mamata Banerjee said Duryodhan and Dushasan were seen in Bengal only during election season.
একজন দুঃশাসন এসছেন বাংলায়, ভোট আসলে দুর্যোধন আর দুঃশাসনরা আসেন।
So let me put the big questions now. Will the issue of infiltration resonate with the Bengali voters? Will we see an impact of SIR in the Bengal election? Is this the most polarized election Bengal is set to witness? And how big is the issue if infiltration can resonate the way it resonated in Assam? On this issue, I am joined by Dr. Shatrupa, spokesperson BJP, Pritam Karmakar, spokesperson Congress Party, Smita Mishra, author and senior journalist, and Barno Barun, political analyst. Thank you all of you for joining me. Let me straight away go to Dr. Shatrupa. Madam, so the BJP has sounded poll bugle. This time you are confident of winning, but the last two times you guys didn't make the cut.
I don't think we didn't make the cut. I mean, if you've heard the Honorable Home Minister today addressing the press conference in such a calm and confident manner, as usual, you know, he has very beautifully traced the graph of BJP's growth from 1 to 3 to 77 in the Vidhan Sabha, then from 2 to 18 and a fall of 12, but comparing it with a steady rise of voting percentage, the number of people who voted for us. So we cannot say, I mean, Karthik, I didn't expect this from you. Trinamool people keep on saying that, you know, we didn't win, but you must realize that gradually and very steadily, BJP, the Bengal mandate is coming towards us. And Amit Shah ji very specifically mentioned to somebody else's question that it cannot happen without a solid organizational base. I mean, it's just not happening in the air. Today, we are the single largest opposition. We have the maximum number of BLS after, of course, the ruling party. So yes, our organization is strong. We've gone down to the booth level. We are confident, and more so, I think we are confident about the people of Bengal. People of Bengal have now realized that enough is enough. It is time to now throw away this government which is full of corruption, and most importantly, who have harbored the infiltrators. This is what Amit Shah ji specifically mentioned. There was this talk, somebody again in the press conference asked that what about this tacit understanding and so-called setting that you people have? Amit ji very calmly said that Amit ji and the Honorable Prime Minister will never ever be hand in gloves with a government that harbors infiltrators. So infiltrators are, I think, going to be the major issue this time in elections. And of course, with the SIR, we know after the hearing is over, majority of the people who have somehow got in, and even that also Amit ji very categorically explained that there is I think about 456 kilometers of fencing which is still left, and there's a lot of, if you look at the coastline of West Bengal with Bangladesh, there is a lot of water areas, nooks and crannies. But if they have got in, why have they been harbored by the state government? What were their police doing? How did they get the documentation? So this government is only for, kind of nurturing and harboring the infiltrators. So this is going to be a major issue this time.
Okay, Partho, let me go to Mr. Burman. Mr. Burman, do you think it's going to make the cut, the Ghuspatia charge?
See, whenever our Honorable Amit Shah ji says that घुसपैठिया है, बंगाल में 1 करोड़ घुसपैठिया है, or any other leaders from BJP claims there are more than 1 crore Rohingyas in Bengal and they have came all the way from Bangladesh or somewhere else, whatever they claim, it is a same side war, because all the international borders are central government's responsibility. No matter what, who is ruling the state government, it is not state government responsibility. And second of all, let me tell you, sir.
But today Amit Shah also said, you need to respond to that. Amit Shah said, then what is the Patwari and the, the people who are responsible at the Panchayat, what are they doing? They can also, they can also make a list of the people who have come from outside. He said you can respond to Amit Shah. He said it in press conference. I heard it.
I'm telling you, I'm coming to that, sir. Sir, it is very easy to point, to place a gun on someone's shoulder, but they have failed every time miserably. Not in Bengal, in any other state. You see, when they say the Rohingyas are there, Rohingyas are not from Bangladesh, they are from Burma. So Myanmar. So we don't share any borders with Myanmar. Bengal doesn't share any borders for Myanmar. If Rohingyas are coming, then they are coming from the state which are ruled by BJP. There are 2-3 government, state government is of BJP, the municipality office BJP, and the central government is there BJP for sure. So then tell me, who is at the failure point?
Okay.
It is us or them. Second of all, ma'am, please, let me tell my points. Second of all, if they think they are going to make the cut, then let them think it the way they thought on 2021, they are going to conquer Bengal. As they said, is baat 200 par, but ho gaya pagar par. Because you know why people of Bengal reject them? Because they cannot take the name of Rabindranath Tagore correctly. Today, again, Amit Shah says Rabindranath Sanyal. Who is Rabindranath Sanyal? I don't know. Who is Rabindranath Sanyal? The Bengal doesn't know. So if you don't know the people who have represented our country from Bengal, if you cannot take the name of these people correctly, you think people will vote for you. People of Bengal has already voted for peace, as we have seen. I will.
Okay, let me take opening. Let me take opening comments for everyone. Smita is also there. But no, I'll come to you. I'm not going back. Please. Let me take opening comments from everyone, and then I'm going to come to all of you. Pritam, your opening comment. Amit Shah said Congress has seen a sort of a negative growth chart in West Bengal. I'm sure a party which ruled the state for decades doesn't have any member in the assembly.
Namaskar Kartikeya ji, my fellow panelists and the viewers at News 9. The thing is that we can all very well understand that the election season has come and the politics of hype and all has started. I would like to start from the very beginning that some Internal Affairs Minister, Honorable Internal Affairs Minister comes to a state and repeats the same rhetoric just he repeated the last 5 years back. Okay, remember this was even repeated on Assam as well. Okay, and look at the misery. How can a home minister can blame some infiltration issues and put the blame only on the state governments? Number one. Number two, the same stereotype goes on. This is one thing. The separate thing is he blamed that the documents, how the infiltrators are making the documents. Now tell me, who provides you the Aadhaar cards? Who provides you the EPIC cards, the voter ID cards? So I agree with the comment that it's already the same side and repeated. Now, as per I tell you that people of Bengal are intellectual from their base. Now, you cannot fool them all the time. If you come here and if you repeat the same thing, and actually people expect a vision from a politician, especially the people of Bengal. And somebody who is not having a vision will refuge up to the politics of insinuation.
My question was on the performance of the Congress party. Pritam, my question was on the performance of the Congress party in West Bengal elections.
Yes, I'm coming to that. Look, a national perspective goes on, and it sometimes goes, it collides with that of the state. Okay. Yes, we must admit that we are weaker here. That's to be acknowledged. But I tell you, there are a few districts when we are maybe said leading. Now I tell you with all my knowledge, as far my knowledge can recall, if you go through these elections, that you go through the statistics.
You know, I'll quote a leader of your own party, you know, your late leader Sheila Dikshit, you know, to a former general secretary who was in charge of Delhi, used to say, कैसी बात करते हैं, हमेशा कहते हैं कि नंबर अच्छे आ गए, उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. She said it on record. चुनाव जीतने और हारने से फर्क पड़ता है. Those numbers don't matter, and it's not a folklore. I'm quoting her because she said it. I'll come back to you, sir. Let me go to Smita. Smita, you track BJP. I want to know, is it different this time for Amit Shah, or is it the same thing? Is it the same campaign, same language of last 10 years, or is there something different happening? Smita.
No, I'll tell you, it was a little different earlier. The elections to polarize to Bengal it already. But let me tell you that the sort of time West Bengal elections.
Smita, there's a problem. Smita, there's a problem with your voice. I'll go to Shatrupa. No, there's still a problem. Shatrupa, you take this question. Do you think that the campaign is different this time?
Very different. Very different because mainly this time the focus will be on the infiltrators. And I think there is a huge amount of anti-incumbency, if I want to put it very politely. You know, this time the mood in Bengal is similar to that of 77 and 2011, when majority of Bengal had decided that the ruling party must
Why
go.
do you say 77? In 77 there was no democracy. The democracy got suspended in 75. I mean, so you have a running functional government.
No. I'm talking about when they got in CPM. When they got in the left. So they didn't want...
That was not CPM, that was not CPM.
But no, let me finish.
You can contribute later.
2011, people had again decided that they don't want CPM. Not that they were, dying of a love of a Trinamool. That was not the case. Yes, Trinamool came to power because we were still not strong enough. This time also, if you notice what Amit ji said, he said that all the other political parties have been tried and tested. Give us an opportunity. So this is what we are going to give to Bengal. I mean, going to offer to the people of Bengal, who have basically already decided that this government, which is basically a corrupt government, which does not think of the people, there is no women's safety. Today, if you remember, the Honorable Home Minister insisted that not only, again, Borno, please, this is a national channel, behave. Not only is there there will be several issues like women's safety, like law and order, like lack of industry, like lack of employment, like incredible amount of corruption. And one thing he repeatedly mentioned Somebody, I think, asked him that what about this Mandir Masjid issue? So he said this is wrongly addressed to us. Find out who's doing the Mandir Masjid issue. First of all, Mamata at the 11th hour is woken up suddenly. She thinks that she must do some, make some mandirs for the Hindu community. And the person who's talking about a masjid, Babri Masjid, mind you, is a suspended Trinamool MLA. So, I mean, we are not going to do all this here in Bengal. We've never done this. Yes,
The former BJP candidate.
I'll come to you. Let us speak.
Borno, this is not the way one behaves on a national channel. You know, and the last thing, Borno keeps on talking about that we don't know anything about Bengal, and the leaders who come from across outside Bengal have actually no feeling for Bengal. I just want to remind Borno, probably he's misplaced it. Mamata Banerjee herself keeps on confusing the authors. You know, she makes Kaji Nazrul write Mahabharat, where it is actually Kali Prasanna. Borno probably doesn't even know that. You know, he makes them. They were the ones. Today, Amit ji even mentioned that when the debate was going on about the breaking up of Vande Mataram and singing only one verse, it was Shogata Rai who said that yes, this is a very communal song. The Trinamool in totality objected to the discussion on Vande Mataram being sung in its full form. They were the ones, the so-called Bengali premis, they were the ones who objected to this discussion happening. So this will not end. Bengalis know very well that it was Dr. Shama Prasad Mukherjee who got Bengal out of Pakistan. So let us not even get into any...
Barno, I'll come to you. I'll come to you, brother. I'll come to you. Smita, do we have you? Okay.
Yes, I hope you can hear me better.
Yes, much better. Yes, much better, Smita. Tell me, but the question was, do you think it's different this time? It's more of a same thing.
In certain ways, the polarization issue is not too different because Bengal elections have been polarized for some time now. I think it is different in the sense that the BJP in its campaign, it's already on, you see. I mean, Bengal is in election mode for all practical purposes. We don't have to wait for the announcement of dates, I think. Now, as for the campaign, the pattern, the detailing of the campaign, I think BJP will try to keep it more rooted in Bengali culture, in the Bengali lexicon, in Bengal's thinking, more compared to the last assembly elections. That is a given, let me tell you. There will also probably be a bigger space given to the state unit, the state leaders, compared to last time. These are two things I feel where the BJP is going to sort of, not change, improve upon its last campaign, the pattern of the campaign. What is going to be more important is in the last assembly elections, infiltration, Ghuspat was a subject, but there will be much bigger thrust on it, much greater thrust on this. Last time there was bigger thrust on violence within Bengal, and we know that violence spilled over post-poll also. Nobody has forgotten those camps where people had to run away in Assam. Let's not go into all that. But bigger thrust will be on infiltration compared to violence. This time there is another issue which will figure more in the campaign from the BJP standpoint, I am saying. And that is going to be the issue of women's safety. And another thing which you could feel in the HM, Amit Shahji's comments today and during his programs also is, there is going to be, the party is going to take more care of the morale of the cadres from the Bengal unit. Because last time, as you know, that is why the HM was very careful to mention how the BJP's rise in Bengal. Because, the message that has gone through is that the BJP is unable to dislodge and defeat Mamata Bandyopadhyay. But the point is the BJP has to stress on the fact that she may still be chief minister, but the BJP's rise is to be noted. I think it was a message less to the opponents and more to the party cadres, just to keep up their morale, not to think that Mamata Banerjee is invincible.
But you have to give it to her. But you have to give it to her. She hit back. Whether you like it or not. I mean to say she is also unputdownable as a.
Kartike, allow me one line. if Amit Shah and Narendra Modi are full-time 24/7 politicians, so is Mamata Bandyopadhyay. This is the best of the contest going to be in 2026. It's going to be one election. Let's all keep watch and see how it goes.
Okay.
Mamata Banerjee is not Rahul Gandhi. She is as much a hardcore politician as the two
Yes,
leaders
Mamata
on the
Banerjee.
other side.
Okay,
So it's going
Mamata
to be
Banerjee.
a great election.
Mamata Banerjee. Yes, Barno, please. But I'm not going anywhere.
I will second,
Yes.
madam, whatever she said. 2026 is going to be a very interesting election for the country, as because it is only Bengal who can defeat BJP repeatedly, and it is proven. But I would like to answer Shatrupati on few points. When Shatrupati talks about women safety of Bengal, I laughed at, because if you Google it right now, the safest city in the country, you will see it is Calcutta.
Porno,
So
wake up and smell the coffee.
so you were talking about behavior, right,
Bother to make the
Shatrupati?
report.
So can I expect that from you? You were talking about
You
behavior,
didn't listen
right?
to me, did you?
Acha, theek hai.
You didn't listen
So,
to me.
so
You should
sir,
have.
so sir,
Okay.
whenever they say is in Bengal, see, Bengal will you accept anyone in your home who cannot take your name correctly or surname correctly? It is a repeated failure from all the BJP leaders that they cannot, they always says a wrong name, wrong surname. They cannot. So, and these are not any common people. They are Rabindranath Tagore or Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay. They call Master the Surya Sen as Master. It is not like that.
Okay.
So, and one more point, sir. Whenever it is Shatrupati or Home Minister says about infiltration, again I want to say only one line.
Okay.
BSF has increased the parameter of their, the radius of their jurisdiction from 15 kilometers to 50 kilometers. Still, if you say that Panchayat is liable for the infiltration, then what to say?
Okay, Shatrupa.
Trinamool Congress. Wait, sir. Wait.
You said you're making the last point. Aapne bola you're making the last point. So it has to go to Shatrupa. Okay, Shatrupa.
Firstly, I'd like to really thank Smita ma'am. She's made an excellent observation and absolutely correct, Smita ma'am. Even we feel that Bengal BJP will be given a lot more space. And yes, apart from the other issues, one major issue will be infiltration. The other thing is today, Amitji was asked that, last time you had said 200, this time you had said so much, this number, that number. So he very calmly said, this time we will get 2/3 majority, whatever number of seats there is. That is the amount of confidence that Amitji exudes, and that is the exact amount of confidence that is reflected in our booth level Karyakartas. And I say this, Kartikeya, because I'm not only somebody who speaks on national television, I'm somebody who goes down to the booth level. My booth, I know exactly who's working where. So I know.
Okay. Pritam, there is a wait a minute. Pritam, there is a fight between TMC and Bharatiya Janata Party. BJP's vote share as such. TMC has definitely won. There is no doubt about it. But where is Congress and left in this?
Nowhere.
Where are you guys? You are nowhere in the system. So you are nowhere in the assembly.
I tell you something. I just recall something. A person comes and asks another person, my dear friend, you have tasted many things. Why don't you taste some new things this time? Now the friend replies back, my dear friend, you also have tasted many things. Why don't you taste the poison this time? I think you have got my point. The thing is that I'd like to add something. What made Amit Shah come and we are discussing about the subject. Let's not forget, this is not the Amit Shah ji. Before that, Modi ji has to come. And we are forgetting one issue, the main issue, why Modi ji has to come. It is the clear Matua community. Because of the Matua community, which has backfired them like anything. First of all, they assured them about the, citizenship. Then opposition, they have only developed up till a level where their own MP is saying we cannot grant you the citizenship. What happens if 1 lakh citizenship goes, and so on and so forth. So this is the Matua community which has been sheltered by our late Prime Minister.
Again, you are not answering my question. I said, where is the Congress party right now? How are you positioned? Your leader met the. I think I heard Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary met the Prime Minister today. I heard Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary met Prime Minister Narendra Modi today. But I have to go to Smita. Sorry, Satrupa. I have to go to Smita. This time I have seen a difference. Unlike Didi campaign which the Prime Minister ran, this time there is no personal attack on her. That the Didi line which he had used, the attacks were on the policies of Mamata Banerjee. They were not on the person.
So this time there are going to be less personal attacks. That doesn't mean there will be none. There will come attacks like Mamata Banerjee today used the comment of the Duryodhan and Dushasan. So you can be sure there will be, there will be counter from the other side also. That is how elections are fought in our country. But yes, typically on Mamata Banerjee, there may not be very, if I may say, very acerbic kind of attacks. It will be more on issues of governance and more on issues of national security, women's safety, etc. But if anybody is trying to find an angle in why or when the Prime Minister is going to Bengal and Amit Shah is also going to Bengal and other senior leaders perhaps, let me tell you that is an irrelevant discussion, Kartikeya. No matter where the election, no matter which part of the country, no matter whether BJP has any stakes or no stakes at all, even in a state like Tamil Nadu, where the BJP had no MPs.
Smita, I absolutely get your point. I've really run short of time. I will
tell one, just one line.
I've really run short of time, but Smita, I do agree with you that, whether it's a local campaign, state campaign, the sort of mobilization which BJP has done is of a different level. It's a different sort of a politics which is in operation. But there is also another side that the powerful satraps are the ones which have challenged Bharatiya Janata Party. It is not coming from Delhi. It is not coming from Indian National Congress. It has emanated from JMM. It has emanated from Mamata Banerjee. It emanates from Stalin. It emanates from regional leadership. Barring, I would say, Karnataka and Telangana, it's the regional satraps who are playing a very strong role. But well, that's a discussion for another time. Thank you all of you for joining me. I've really run short of time. So this is all I had tonight. I'll see you tomorrow at the same time at 7 p.m. Thank you and good night.
खेलता है झूलता उछलता है दौड़ता कभी कभी दौड़ कराता है आगे आगे बढ़ता है इंडिया अमूल दूध पीता है इंडिया।
सर वाटरप्रूफिंग के लिए बेस्ट है।
वेंकी जी एक छोटा सा गिफ्ट बिरला ओपस अश्योरेंस देने के लिए।
ऐसा क्या है इसमें?
1 साल में वाटरप्रूफिंग को कुछ भी हुआ